Hello everyone, good evening and welcome wherever you are on the BBL player. John Hobbs joining you here on Flyers TV for the Bristol Flyers against the Manchester Giants. It is second leg BBL playoff action here in the Southwest. The mission for the Bristol Flyers tonight is simple: win by 13 or more points and they advance. It's all to play for here at the SGS Arena. And before tonight's game, Joel Osborne caught up with assistant coach Nick Burns.
Well, Nick, a big game. You guys have to win by 13 points or more. What's the mindset heading into this one?
Well, you've said it. We've got to win by 13. I think people obviously they're up for it because it's a playoff game, but I think we felt we didn't do ourselves justice in the first leg. And that we've got something to put right, really, as much as anything else. So we've got nothing to lose. We're in that situation now where, nothing to lose mentality, I think. So we just go for it.
Yeah, you have beaten Manchester twice this season by more than 13 points. How much confidence do you get from that going into the game tonight?
Yeah, you can do it. 12 points is actually not a lot to overturn. Certainly over 40 minutes. You can get you can put a run together and hold the run. Then 12 points really is nothing. But we've got to make sure that we take it one play at a time, and that we're very, very clinical, minimise the mistakes. Play our game, and if we do that, then we've got a chance.
We have done it once before, back in 2018 against Newcastle, having to beat them by 11 points or more. Is that something you guys have spoken about in the locker room?
Yeah, we have, because we know it's possible. We know that day we got a big lift from the crowd, which helped us a lot. And it was a game as well. I think, from memory, it was pretty close at half time. It was late in the game when we came back, and I think the crowd played a big part in that. It's going to be difficult today. They've got a lot of experience on their team. They've got a lot of guys. They've been around people like Dan Clark, Jamal Anderson, and others who've they've played a lot of basketball. So they're going to be tough because they're not going to be easily rolled over. In this kind of situation, if we can make a run at them, so that's going to make it tough. We're going to have to be good. We can't just go out there and play and rely on the crowd to get us going. We're going to have to do this ourselves.
What kind of adjustments have you guys made from the first leg on Thursday or going into this one tonight?
A couple of things we talked about. A lot of it, we were disappointed with the way we played or didn't play their tendencies, really. We let them get too many shots too many of the looks that they like, and let them, drive in their strong hand, this, that and the other. But also we weren't physical enough. I think that's been our strength. You look at the rebounding stats, for example, for the game, and they were very even. I don't think we've had a team take that many offensive rebounds off us this season as anybody else. So it's coming out and being physical and really putting the marker down. We've got to show them they're playing a different team tonight, right from the off. If we don't do that, it's going to be a long night. If we can do it, then anything's possible.
You mentioned the fans earlier on in the interview. How important are they going to be tonight in getting you over the line?
Yeah, they're going to be huge. There's no doubt about that. These are the games when they're really going to count. But it's up to us to get them going. Sure, they're going to be noisy, but we got to give them something to cheer. We got to give them something to get really loud about, really. So it's got to come down to us.
And of course, a very interesting point, Coach Burns mentioning that the last time Bristol were in a similar hole like this against the Newcastle Eagles, 11 points down against the Eagles after the first leg, they came back and won by 17 points here in front of a raucous SGS Arena in 2018. Can the Flyers do it again tonight? It is still all to play for. Giants led by as many as 19 in that first leg on Thursday night. But the Flyers finished strong and have made it a respectable scoreline heading into tonight's game. It's certainly going to be an interesting encounter. Join us in a few minutes. Bristol Flyers against the Manchester Giants. All to play for, and it's next.
Welcome to Village Hotels. Enjoy your stay. Morning.
Temperatures have actually dropped off a little bit compared with recent days across the
Come on, mate, you got some catching up to do. Let's go. All okay?
One chicken burger, one sweet potato fries, chef.
Chip, I'm out. Hope you enjoyed your stay. All right, fella. Hey, there's never a dull moment at Village.
Now, you wouldn't want a hot air balloon that could almost fly, would you? So why would you want a cider that's almost perfect? Thankfully, Thatcher's makes sure theirs is. It's tasted every Friday by the Thatcher's family to make sure it's just right. Afternoon, Mr. Thatcher. And if it isn't perfect, it simply doesn't leave the farm.
Welcome back, everyone, to Flyers TV. It is BBL playoff action here at the SGS Arena. The Bristol Flyers looking to overturn a 12-point deficit against the Manchester Giants, who arrive here tonight without Dan Clark. So we'll go to the team lists for tonight's game. As mentioned, for the Manchester Giants, no Dan Clark. He's out with a knee injury sustained in Thursday's win against the Flyers. And for the Bristol Flyers, Malcolm Delpesh and Josh Rogers will be inserted into the starting lineup for tonight's game. Zach Simmons and Shane Walker, who started on Thursday, go to the bench. So the starting lineups for today's game: Marcus Evans, Josh Rogers, Rafael Thomas Edwards, Malcolm Delpesh and Mike Miller for the Flyers. And for the Manchester Giants, Martavius McKnight, Jamel Anderson, David Ulf, Gino Artisan and Tariq Armstrong will be starting for the visitors. So as said, no Dan Clark for tonight's game, out with a knee injury sustained on the Thursday, as you can see here. Still travelled with the team, but a big loss to the Giants tonight. David Ulf will be starting in his place. Of course, Ulf, such a strong figure off the bench for the Giants. And for the Flyers, as mentioned, Malcolm Delpesh and Josh Rogers inserted into the starting lineup in place of Zach Simmons and Shane Walker. So just under a minute until tip-off here at the SGS Arena, in a near sellout crowd. As per usual here, they are incredibly loyal and raucous here in Bristol. And Coach Kapula saying on social media that the recipe for success is to control the tempo, sharp execution, and win the paint battle against the Giants. You could probably also add a fast start as well, as they led from tip to buzzer when these two teams first met on the 4th of March. Bristol racing out to a 7-0 start on their way to an 81-58 win. Of course, they will really want that tonight as well. That will leave the tie firmly in the balance, and much more pressure will be put on the visiting Giants. Of course, these teams have met in the regular season, of course, 3 times. Bristol holding a 2-1 advantage. As said, they won 81-58 in the Northwest in March, and then on the 2nd of April, the Giants came away with a narrow 96-89 win here at the SGS Arena, and then the Flyers got revenge 10 days later with an 87-66 victory. Giants, of course, have already reached a major final this season, the BBL Cup final, where they lost to the Leicester Riders in Birmingham, as the Roads lead towards the O2 Arena in London on the 15th of May. Josh Rogers straight away for 3 is off. And Delpesh collects the loose ball. Miller pulling the moves on Armstrong. Miller driving hard. An open Trajan Jacob. As the shot clock wound down, Raphael Thomas Edwards collects the loose ball and scores. And it was very important for the Flyers to get the first score of this game. Very important that they start strongly here, down 12 points, make that 10 points now on aggregate. Artisan, Armstrong, McKnight, wide open 3. And here is Evans. Evans closely marked by McKnight and gets it back from Rogers. Evans looking for Delpesh, instead finds an open Mike Miller. Armstrong finds Jamal Anderson. Armstrong a long 3, and that's money. Giants out to a 4-6 lead. Here is Evans. Thomas Edwards, he'll put up a 3. You can hear the noise here from the SGS Arena, a near full house tonight, as the Flyers take a 7-6 lead. Armstrong finds Artisan. Picked up his dribble. 5 to shoot. Anderson for 3. Both teams not afraid to shoot the 3 in the early stages. Artisan will try his luck for 3. That's off the back iron. And Marcus Evans skies for the rebound. Rogers. And a foul called. David Ulf a little too enthusiastic going for that loose ball. As you can see there, that's David Ulf's first foul. And such a strong figure off the bench all season long, getting a start here tonight in place of the injured Dan Clark. Evans. Evans stops at the elbow and scores. Armstrong. And that will continue with the Giants. Ball was last touched by Mike Miller. Here is Anderson. 9 on the shot clock. Anderson finds a bit of room inside, blocked by Rogers. Great help defense there from Josh Rogers. Rogers inside to Thomas Edwards, who drives inside, and Rafael Thomas Edwards will go to the line, but great play at both ends there from Josh Rogers, getting the block at one end. As you see on the replay, Anderson looked like he had an open lane, but there was the help defense, and then at the other end, a nice pass along the baseline to Rafael Thomas Edwards, who will go to the foul line for the Flyers. Rafael Thomas Edwards, a former Great Britain under-20 international, having a great season with the Flyers, as Josh Steele will check into the game for the first time. David Alf will take a seat. Averaging around 11 points a game this season, Rafael Thomas Edwards. Actually leads the team in minutes played for Coach Kapoulis, and that just shows the amount of faith that the Bristol Flyers coach has in the Bristol number 10. McKnight putting on the Jets, looking for Artisan inside, too strong. Anderson gets the ball, another block. This time it was Rafael Thomas Edwards repaying the favour from earlier. And the ball will go out of bounds. It will stay with the Giants. Good start though from the Flyers, leading by 5. Cutting the aggregate score nearly in half with just under 4 minutes played in the first. McKnight. Armstrong driving baseline. An open Josh Steele, a good three-point shooter, and that's why. Evans created a little bit of room for himself, instead kicks it out. Here is Jacob. An open Evans in the corner. Flyers by 5. Good defense there from Evans, but Steele picks it up. Josh Steele driving. McKnight, a wide open 3, and that's good. Both teams shooting the ball exceptionally well in this first quarter. Another three-point attempt, this time by Jacob, and Anderson with the open rebound. Here is Armstrong, finds a bit of room, inside goes Glass. And a quick timeout called by Coach Kapoulis. He has seen enough. The game is tied at 14. A good start from the Flyers, but the Manchester Giants hanging on in there, as you see the replay of Tariq Armstrong going strong to the hoop on the fast break. So we're back where we started, nearly halfway through the first period. The game is tied at 14 apiece. Manchester shooting 4 for 6 from downtown. Bristol 2 for 4 from downtown thus far. It's been a frantic pace to this ball game, and Coach Kapoulis obviously wanted a fast start from his guys. As you see there, Rafael Thomas Edwards with the 3 there for the Flyers. But the Giants have hung around, as Evans with the 3 in the corner there. 5:36 remaining in the first period. Evans. Jacob finds a bit of room inside, goes strong, gets his own rebound, and Josh Rogers collects the loose ball. And a whistle has gone. I think that's a loose ball foul on Josh Steele. That's a first foul on Josh Steele. As you see, there was a bit of a scram. The camera went away from it, but either way, Josh Steele with his first foul. Here is Evans. Evans goes strong at Josh Steele. Ball didn't want to drop. Delpeche Tough shot from Malcolm Delpeche, didn't give up on the play. And referee Ed Udansky in good position to spot the foul. That'll be 2 foul shots for for Malcolm Delpeche. As Shane Walker checks into the game for the first time, Josh Rogers will sit on the bench. As Delpeche strings the first foul shot, all roads leading to the O2 Arena in London, May 15th, the BBL playoff final. One of these two teams would love to be in that game to end the British Basketball League season. So far, the Giants hold a 10-point advantage on aggregate. Here is Steele. Finds a bit of room inside. Great footwork, but too strong with his attempt. Jacob finds an open Evans. Evans will slow it down. Delpeche will go from the elbow. Evans gets the loose ball and an easy layup for Marcus Evans, a player who struggled in the first leg, actually was 0 for 4 from three-point land, 30% for the season. But a strong start for him, and the Flyers lead by 4. McKnight was fouled, and that'll count. Continuation of play. Some of the Bristol fans really unhappy with that call, as Jack Hudson will check in for the first time for the Giants. Tariq Armstrong will take a seat. And Jack Hudson alongside David Ulf, one of the former Liverpool players that had so much success in the National Basketball League a couple of years ago, moving up to the BBL from Liverpool and playing now for the Manchester Giants and getting great minutes, both of them off the bench. Of course, Ulf starting tonight. Nice pass inside to Walker, and Hudson met him at the rim, and Shane Walker will go to the foul line, and he'll have a chance to get his first points on the board. Great pass to a cutting Walker, and Jack Hudson showing no fear. That'll be his first foul. 4:11 remaining in the first period. Giants now in the penalty, so 3 throw shots for the Flyers whenever the Giants foul. Flyers with only 1 team foul so far. As Shane Walker makes them both. Walker, a 50% foul shooter for the season. Doesn't go to the line an awful lot though, but makes good on both of them there. Hudson finds Steele. 6 on the shot clock. Steele on the catch and shoot, and he scores. Beautiful offense there from the Giants. Game is tied at 20. And Zach Simmons prepares to check in for the Flyers on the next dead ball. Here is Miller. A lot of time on the shot clock. Miller, Euro steps his way inside and a foul. Beautiful play there from Mike Miller. Putting Josh Steele in a spin cycle before going to the hoop and scoring. As Kingsley Nabuso comes into the game for the first time for the Giants, Gino Artisan will take a seat. 3:29 remaining in the first period, and Miller moves on to 7 points. Missed the free throw though, but the Flyers hold a 2-point advantage. Anderson looks for Steele. Good defense there from Evans. Evans stays with it. Great play there from Marcus Evans, and it'll be a Bristol ball. Great hustle from Marcus Evans. exactly what the Flyers needed. Josh Steele collecting the ball as he'll take a seat. Will Saunders will come into the game. Much needed stop, even at this early stage for Bristol. Trailing by 10 on aggregate. 22-20 on the night. Miller, Jacob and the extra pass. In fact, Jacob stepped out of bounds. So that stop, that great defensive hustle, cancelled out with an unforced error from the Flyers. Great noise here inside the SGS Arena. It's always a fantastic atmosphere on game night here in Bristol. Hope you're enjoying it here on Flyers TV tonight. Another steal from Evans. Evans now going at Hudson, biles his way in. Couldn't get it to go. And the ball will go out of bounds. So back-to-back hustle there from Marcus Evans. Unfortunately, though, on both possessions, Flyers couldn't capitalize on the moment. And some respite here for the Giants. Coach Kapoulas just having a quick chat with the officials as Hudson brings it up. Hudson, who's really been smothered on defense by Evans from the half court. Here is Anderson. McKnight looking for a bit of room, finds it for a three, way short. Anderson collects the loose ball. McKnight wide open three, again short. And Evans has it. Miller dancing his way inside, and he'll kick it out to Evans, who'll reset. Good defense there from the Giants. Naboso all the way, and he'll lay it up and in. Game is tied at 22. Evans. Miller putting the moves on Anderson. Finds Simmons, 6 to shoot. Jacob. Nice pass inside to Simmons for the open hook, but he's around the rim with that one. Here is Hudson. Inside to Anderson, that's too easy, but he misses the layup, but gets it on the follow. And the Giants now lead by 2, 14. They're up by 14 on aggregate. And this is exactly what Coach Lloyd Gardner will want in the latter stages of this first period. Jacob driving. Offensive foul called. Kingsley Nabuso getting his body in the way. That'll be Trajan Jacobs' first foul. Giants finishing this first half strongly, which is a worry for the Flyers. As Corey Samuels will come into the game for and Trajan Jacob has actually gone to the locker room after that call, so we'll keep in touch with whatever's happening at the moment. Hopefully he'll come back. Of course, the Giants really need his offensive influence. Saunders slips on the ball. 2 Giants players on the floor. It's 3-on-2. Samuels goes all the way and banks it home. .35 seconds left in the first. Armstrong, the hook, the floater. Anderson collects the loose ball, a wide open three, that's off the back iron. Bodies falling all over the place in the last 30 seconds or so. Will Saunders having a chat with the officials. Lloyd Gardner tells him to go away. I think Lloyd Gardner's having a chat with the officials about the last play where 2 Giants players slipped on the floor. .8 seconds remaining in the first period. Rafael Thomas Edwards going to the foul line. Both teams shooting around 46% from the field to end this first period. Both teams have shot a combined 15 three-pointers in the first 10 minutes or so. Giants 5 for 10 from downtown. Flyers 2 for 5. Saunders. Anderson back to Saunders. Gets Simmons up in the air. The extra pass, good defense there as Saunders at the top of the key. And that will end the first quarter. Tariq Armstrong falls to the floor. I think that was inadvertent as Mike Miller and Armstrong were fighting for the rebound, and it's all ending a little ugly here towards the end of the first. I think that was inadvertent as Miller was just getting the loose ball, and Armstrong, of course, with every right to go for it as well. He goes to the floor. He's now back up, but clearly shaken. But that ends the first period here at the SGS Arena, and the Bristol Flyers hold a 26-24 lead in a fairly even-Steven first period. As we see the highlights as Josh Rogers getting the first score on the board. And Bristol started the game strongly, but Manchester fought their way back. And the Flyers still trail on aggregate, only by 10. So it is still all to play for. Of course, as we mentioned at the top of the show, the Bristol Flyers have been in this situation before, back in 2018 when they trailed in the first leg to the Newcastle Eagles and then came back here and won by 17 points. And in the three meetings between these two teams this season, Bristol have held 24-point leads against the Giants. Those were actually the biggest lead deficits of the game. So it is doable for the Flyers. They have enjoyed very comfortable leads over this Manchester Giants team this season. So we get ready for the second period here, and Manchester will be happy that they're still got a double-digit lead on aggregate, however, still all to play for. Armstrong going all the way. Beautiful turn of pace from Tariq Armstrong. Samuels still keeping his dribble alive. Miller finds Samuels, decides not to go for the three, instead drives inside. Miller from the baseline. Armstrong going at Samuels, nearly travelled with it. Whelan for three is off. Here is Thomas Edwards. Thomas Edwards putting the moves on Saunders, finds Samuels. Miller thought about the three, instead goes inside and gets the floater to go. Beautiful offense there from Mike Miller, passing off a good shot for an even better shot. Armstrong, Flyers by 4, and a loose ball foul has been called. And that will be, I believe, on Shane Walker, as Josh Rogers will come into the game for the Flyers. Shane Walker will take a seat. And another foul has been called. It's another loose ball foul. I think that's on Rafael Thomas Edwards. That's his first foul. fans letting the officials know about it as well. Here is Ulf. Armstrong, wide, open three, long. And Whelan collects it over 2 Bristol players, but Flyers get possession. As Jordan Whelan, adjudged to unfairly have got that ball, as Corey Samuels' time on the court will end. He'll take a seat and Marcus Evans will come back into the game. Good few minutes on court there for Corey Samuels. Really created a lot on the offensive end for the Flyers. Here is Rogers, and that should be a foot violation, and it is on Artisan. Early stages of the second period here at the SGS Arena. There are some Manchester Giants fans in attendance tonight, which just adds to the atmosphere, and it's great to have them travelling down all the way from the northwest. Here is Evans. Nice open pass! And Simmons for the flush. Armstrong. Whelan. Asking too much of Artisan. I think Whelan might have driven a bit too deep to the basket. And Bristol holding a 6-point lead. They're halfway through the aggregate scoreline, or the aggregate deficit. It's been a good spell, this, from the Flyers. In front of a near full house, only about 3 or 4 seats are left vacant at the moment. Offensive foul called as Rafael Thomas-Edwards showing a bit too much of the arm, the stiff arm there to Will Saunders. Yeah, you can see there, just got his elbow right in the way of Saunders. Fans still don't like that one. And a good sight for Bristol Flyers fans. Trajan Jacob back on the bench and will immediately come back into the game for the Flyers. So great to see Trajan Jacob back, and a foul has been called on Mike Miller. As Trajan Jacob, who spent a few minutes in the locker room, will check back into the game. Rafael Thomas-Edwards will take a seat. McKnight at the elbow, and Rogers collects the loose ball. Miller using his great footwork, and Rogers with the score. Beautiful basketball from the Flyers. They lead by 8. Armstrong going high off the glass, no good. Jacob skies for the rebound. Evans couldn't find Simmons, goes instead all the way, and a foul! The gap is 10 on the night, and the Flyers have cut the deficit to just 2 points on aggregate. It's taken 13 minutes for them to get there. Coach Gardner calls a timeout. A brilliant spell of basketball this from the Flyers. As Lloyd Gardner calls a timeout, and it all started from this baseline jumper there from Miller, and from there the Flyers just couldn't miss. As you see Marcus Evans driving and then the kicking it out to the open Simmons for the flush. And then to add to that, Trajan Jacob coming back from the locker room, only making the Flyers' offensive strengths stronger. Of course, Trajan Jacob, who got 20 points on the Thursday night first leg, just 1 for 6 though from downtown, but had a good offensive performance nonetheless. And the fans inside the SGS Arena getting behind their Flyers. What a game so far here on the BBL Player. Thank you everyone for joining us wherever you are across the country, across the world. Your Saturday night BBL action on the BBL Player as Evans strings the free throw. And the gap is 1 point on aggregate. And nearly a steal there from Jacob, but Manchester collect. Armstrong. My goodness me, do the Giants need a score now? Armstrong at the foul line. McKnight, an open three, that's off left. Open was David Ulf, misses the layup. Artisan inside, and Gino Artisan will go to the foul line. Good passage of play from the Giants. Really very scrappy basketball, but they kept hold of it. As you see on the replay, David Ulf with the first miss. Artisan collected the offensive rebound, and now Gino Artisan will go to the foul line. A 50% foul shooter for the season. Averaging around 9 points, 5 boards. Artisan makes both free throws as those foul shots stem the bleeding a little bit and put the Giants back in this. Evans. Simmons inside. Offensive foul called on Zach Simmons as Jamal Anderson using his veteran awareness on the court to collect that offensive foul. McKnight, who currently leads the Giants on 9 points. Armstrong, who has 7. Armstrong looking for the shot, instead will have to kick it out to McKnight. Now Boso misses the ball. Body's on the floor, here comes Evans. Evans, a little bit of room, the floater goes, and a foul! And now the Flyers have a chance to tie the game on aggregate, as Del Pesh will come into the game. Marcus Evans now leads all scorers with 12 points. As the Flyers have been to the line now 11 times in this game, and the game is tied on aggregate. Flyers lead 40-28. It's taken nearly 15 minutes for the Flyers to reduce the deficit. Great pass though from Armstrong, and there was an open Jamal Anderson. And the Giants retake the lead on aggregate. Evans. It's an awkward pass there from Millen, but Evans collected it. 5 on the shot clock. It's a risky pass. They've got to put up something. Rogers, a 3! And Anderson with the rebound. Here is Anderson again. That's Anderson's 6th rebound of this game. Steal, a 3 short. Good play there, from Anderson, but Jacob has it. Jacob going inside. Oh, and John Jacob will go again to the foul line. Bristol having no problems getting themselves to the stripe in this second period. And Trajan Jacob, a 71% foul shooter, so fairly reliable from the charity stripe, with a chance to tie the game again on aggregate. Flyers at the moment up 40-30, 4:58 remaining in the second. And Jacob makes the first, as Corey Samuels will prepare to check in for the Flyers. Almost a deaf silence as Trajan Jacob misses the second, and Anderson collects his 7th rebound already. Here is Artisan, but asking a bit too much of him, and a foul called as Mike Miller easily collected the loose ball. As Corey Samuels will check in. That's, I think, 2 fouls. It is 2 fouls on Gino Artisan. As Mike Miller will take a seat. Miller, who has 8 points on 4 for 4 shooting so far in this game. Flyers shooting just under 60% from the field, so efficient in this first half, but they still trail by 1 on aggregate. Evans dancing, Rogers an open 3. Samuels again with a loose ball. Rogers inside, Delpeche with the dunk. Flyers by 1 on aggregate. Huge possession that for the Flyers. Anderson collects another rebound. Good pass inside, and Martavius McKnight will go to the foul line. And McKnight, who led all scorers in the first leg win on Thursday night, 22 points and 4 steals, will go to the foul line. As Trajan Jacob will take a seat, Mike Miller's very quick cameo on the bench will end. He will come back into the game. As McKnight strings the first. .408 remaining in the second. McKnight makes the second. Evans, great defense there for McKnight, and an unsportsmanlike foul called on Evans. McKnight fell to the floor, unfairly so by the officials. Jordan Whelan rushing to the subs bench. He wants to check back in, as you see on the replay here. Evans losing the ball, and Evans will take a seat, as you see on the replay there. McKnight going back to the foul line. 2 fouls on Marcus Evans. As said, a second foul on Evans, who leads the team in scoring this season with 17 points a game. So Kapoulas will no doubt be looking to Marcus Evans in the latter stages of this game, should the scoreline remain as is or fairly close to, not wanting to get his star player in foul trouble, as McKnight strings the first foul shot of the unsportsmanlike. Giants lead by 2 on aggregate, make that 3 on aggregate with 4:01 remaining. It only took the Flyers just under 15 minutes in this game to take an aggregate lead. They've, as said, been in this situation before. In the 3 meetings they've had this season, they've led by as many as 24 points in 2 of those 3 games. Nice defense there from Mike Miller, and here he comes with it again. Miller looking for Delpeche, maybe asking a bit too much, and Anderson gets the loose ball. McKnight driving. McKnight goes glass, too strong. Rogers collects the ball. 4 rebounds for Josh Rogers. Jacob Samuels. Miller finds Samuels going inside. Misses the layup. Here is Armstrong. You can see the Giants slowing the offense down. McKnight putting the moves on Rogers, loses the ball. Armstrong has it. McKnight, Whelan in the corner. That's long. Trajan Jacob finding a bit of room inside, goes Glass, nearly got it to go. Both teams a little out of rhythm in the last 2 minutes or so. A block by Josh Rogers on the layup attempt from Armstrong. That's 2 blocks now for Josh Rogers. As you see on the replay, of course, a lot of height differential there. Rogers with a relatively easy block as Miller collects the rebound off the miss. 2:20 remaining in the half. Rogers driving at Saunders. Miller, mid-range jumper, and that's money. Armstrong. Final 2 minutes of the half. Flyers by 11 on the night, trailing by 1 on aggregate. Anderson driving. Finds Saunders along 2 as the shot clock wound down. Jacob with the rebound. 5 rebounds for Trajan Jacob. The alley-oop pass! And a foul called. Coach Kapoulas wants an unsportsmanlike foul, as does Malcolm Delpeche. There was the oop pass, and Anderson honestly looked like, he got him right in the air there as you see the replay. No unsportsmanlike foul called. Malcolm Delpeche will go to the foul line. What an integral part of the Flyers' inside line he's been this season. A 51% field goal shooter for the season, so incredibly efficient, especially under the basket, and freakishly athletic as well. 1:40 remaining in the second as Delpeche misses both foul shots. Here is Armstrong. Anderson at the top of the key, strings a 3. That's a much needed basket for the Giants. That'll probably do Coach Lloyd Gardner's nerves the world of good as well. Miller dancing his way inside, asking a bit too much of Delpeche. Miller could have gone with the floater, but instead it comes up and a technical foul has been called on Coach Kapoulas. And Lloyd Gardner wants a timeout. Probably a good timeout for both coaches to have, as Coach Kapoulas called for the technical, and Flyers, who led on aggregate for brief spells in this second period, getting the fans to their feet. And all of a sudden the Giants have come back with a mini run of their own and now have retaken the lead on aggregate so far. It's 45-37 on the night. Flyers shooting an efficient 55% from the field. Giants just 32. As you see here, beautiful play inside from Evans. That was when the game was tied on aggregate, and you can see Evans again, who's been an integral part of the offense for the Flyers in this game. He has 13 points so far, leading the team. Martavius McKnight with 13 to go for the Giants. As said, it took a quarter and a half for the Flyers to take the lead on aggregate, but Manchester have hit back, so characteristic of them in their first playoff appearance since 2014. And Will Saunders, a GB international, to the foul line. It's been a fantastic half of basketball thus far. What a third and fourth period. Offensive foul called. Armstrong pushing on Samuels. A bit too much for the officials' liking, right in front of Ed Udansky. Probably one of the most experienced, as you see there, probably one of the most experienced officials in British basketball, one of the only officials to officiate in the EuroLeague. And as Jordan Whelan this time goes to the floor. Final minute of the half. Del Pesh in unfamiliar territory. The floater, and it goes! Hudson. Whelan back to Hudson. Nice passing around the perimeter. McKnight, the extra pass to Anderson. Shot clock down to 6. Great play from the Giants. That was beautiful basketball. And it was finished by Whelan. Flyers lead by 7, but they still trail on aggregate. Saunders nearly got it from Rogers. Rogers kept it alive. The cross-court pass to Samuels. Samuels on the spin, finds Miller, 1 to shoot. Miller scores! And I think a timeout has been called by Lloyd Gardner. Quick timeouts in succession from the Manchester Giants coach. In fact, excuse me, that's actually the half-time interval. Such was the noise and excitement. So the end of the half here at SGS Arena, and the Bristol Flyers have a 49-40 lead over the Manchester Giants. They still trail by 3 points on aggregate. However, it's definitely all to play for. It's definitely game on. As both Marcus Evans for the Flyers and Martavius McKnight have 13 points to lead their respective teams. Flyers shooting the ball much more efficiently than the Giants from the field. 58% to the Giants is 34%. However, the Giants with a better three-point ratio, they are 6 for 17, shooting 35%, and the Flyers 2 for 7. They had a solid start, but fell off the rhythm in the second period. So it is half-time here at the SGS Arena. The Flyers lead 49-40. However, the Giants still hold a slender 3-point lead on aggregate. Join us on Flyers TV in around 12 minutes' time. We will be back for the third and fourth quarters.
Try before you buy with Kumon's free trial offer. Experience the benefits of Kumon Study for free, no strings attached. Whether you'd prefer to pop along to classes at your local participating Kumon centre, try online classes, or a blend of the two, a Kumon free trial will give you great insight into how Kumon Study can benefit your child and fit in with your family life. All you have to do is inquire with your local participating centre and arrange a free assessment meeting with your expert Kumon instructor. Your assessment meeting could be online or in person and is a great opportunity for you and your instructor to get to know each other. Your child will sit a short diagnostic test in maths and English. From this test, your instructor will create a tailored study projection that shows how Kumon can benefit your child and identifies what your child can achieve with Kumon Study over time. Your child will then begin their free trial, which includes attending 2 Kumon classes, either online or in centre. On the days in between classes, your child will be given daily study to complete at home as part of their free trial. Kumon Study takes up to around 30 minutes per subject daily. As the Kumon method focuses on skill development, your instructor will assign your child a starting point within the program that's comfortable and academically straightforward for them. This means that the focus can be on developing useful skills that will benefit your child in the long term. The work will gradually become more challenging for your child over time. After your second class, you can enrol if you feel that Kumon is right for you and your child. You can then register to continue classes and home study on an ongoing basis and experience all the benefits of Kumon Study. Kumon's free trial offer is running for a limited time, so be sure to get in touch now. To find your local participating centre, visit www.kumon.co.uk.
We coming from you live from our principal partner, X Ledger. We trying to get a little sneak peek of just what they do for a living. Let's go. Can you explain to me what X Ledger is as a whole and like what y'all do basically on a day-to-day basis?
X Ledger is a software house. Basically, we have our own finance software. Whenever company it's outgrowing some specific basic products, they want a little bit more than just core accounting. They want the whole company to be unified through workflows, through approvals, to be paperless, and so on. Then we might be able to help.
So if I was a business, why would I want to use X Ledger? Why would I choose X Ledger?
So X Ledger is a really good product in my eyes. It allows businesses to scale, automate a lot of their processes and use things like live reporting. So it's a really easy system to use. In my opinion, I've used various finance systems and it can really help businesses grow and kind of have efficiencies throughout their finance function.
We were wondering how it is working at X Ledger.
Oh wow, yeah, X Ledger is a really fun place to work. There's a lot of energy behind people in the office, but everybody is really enthusiastic.
I really enjoy it here at X Ledger. You know, it's a great place to work. Everyone gets involved, which is really nice. You know, we all, you know, we go to the rugby, we go to the Flyers. You know, we all kind of try and get involved. It's a really nice place to be, and that's why I like it here.
The culture here at X Ledger is second to none. Real open door policy. Yeah, I just feel that sort of you can speak to anyone. It's different, obviously different departments. So like I'm in sales, we've got pre-sales, we've got consultancy, but everyone just gets on with everyone. It's like speaking to a mirror. So it's a really, really great company to work for. And yeah, probably the first time I sort of get out of bed in the morning and actually look forward to coming to work. So yeah, exactly, yeah.
But what really interested me was the people and the vibe I got from coming to interview here. I think you spend so long in any given day at work, you want to kind of work somewhere where you feel like you're going to enjoy yourself. And from the very, very start, that's kind of the impression and the vibe I got. The fact that the product is interesting and it's an interesting market to work in is great as well, but it felt like some place where I would enjoy coming to work.
All jokes aside, shout out to our principal partner, X Ledger, for allowing us to get a sneak peek of what exactly they do and just exactly the culture of the office. And I'll see y'all the next home game.
Best player on the team is Mike Miller.
Maybe Mike Miller. He just does a bit of everything, can score, can really create his own shot.
So far it's been Mike Miller for sure.
I could say like probably one of the more exciting players that we have on our team would have to be Mike. He has a very diverse form of attack.
I'm the best player, man. The chosen one.
Best shooter, I gotta go Josh Rogers. That guy is a gun.
Josh Rogers.
It would definitely be Josh. Dude has a flamethrower.
He comes up late in the shot clock and really helps the team out.
It's close. I'm gonna say Josh Rogers. I know there's a couple guys that want the title, namely Trajan.
I mean, hey, the best shooter, you're looking at him right now.
I'm gonna give it to Josh Rogers.
I hate doing this, but I think it's me.
In an emergency, I'm calling my captain, Josh Rogers.
Would probably be Josh Rogers. He's the captain. He's supposed to be Mr. Dependable, so hopefully I made the right decision.
As of late, it's been my roommate Raph and Josh Rogers, because their experience being in Bristol and just being around in general.
In an emergency, I call Raph. He's been here with me for a few years. I know he's reliable and I can count on him, and he's a unit as well, so.
Honestly, I'd probably call my coach because some of these dudes, I swear if I call them, they just throw their phones in the river. Like they see my name pop up and they just throw it. So I'm calling Coach Kapoulis.
The best drip on the team, it's either between Mike or Marcus.
Probably Marcus Evans. They got some heat on their feet, so just watch out for them.
Marcus, easy. Like I live with him. I seen his wardrobe. It's immaculate.
I'm giving Mike a run for his money, so it's either me or him right now.
He's got some heat. Like it's crazy.
Definitely Shane. He's Showtime Shane.
Shane, for sure. Showtime Shane.
I'm giving a lot to Shane right now, but he's, Showtime Shane. I like that one. So
I have a nickname that I've never outrightly said to Shane. I just call him like the Slim Reaper, kind of like how KD called him. Always, he looks like he's always like upset. So I just call him the Slim Reaper in my head.
Probably Marcus.
If it's from half court, I'm going with Marcus.
Probably Marcus. He's pretty versatile with the ball.
I have to give it to Marcus. And this dude just catches out and he talks his trash and he just makes it anyway.
I might have to give it to Marcus. Marcus been on a little streak lately.
No question, I'm taking the shot. Unless somebody's wide open, I gotta pass, it's going up.
Sometimes an idea is all you need. Love has brought us here. Love for our game, love for our community. We've come a long way in a short time. But we're only just getting started. This is a vision, born in the West Country and delivered to the world. As Habu and our clubs join together, we look towards an exciting future. You see, we're in the business of fulfilling ambitions, creating memories. This is our identity, passion, pride, integrity. This is our legacy, supporting those who matter the most, our communities, and the people within them. This is our creative heartbeat, inspiring innovation, thinking outside the box, daring to be different. With Habu as our principal partner across all our clubs, it's not about where we've been, it's about where we're going next. New chapters, new frontiers, new challenges. Fulfilling our ambitions together.
Mr. Dunn's good to go.
Great. I'll let him know.
2, 3, 4, 5. I promise I'm not looking. 6, 7. Hold on tight then. Here we go.
Hey, what's this? What's this? Go get it. What do you think putting that in, Mum? Little bit of sparkle.
You look great, Mum.
Thanks, love.
Whatever matters to you, our 39 hospitals have the world-class expertise to get you back there as soon as we can.
George. Oh, hello.
Spire Healthcare. We're here when it matters for the things that matter.
Just never solved anything. It never challenged anyone. Just doesn't turn potential into progress. It doesn't build careers. Just doesn't push convention to think big or take risks. It doesn't rewrite the rules or give a new perspective. Just doesn't incite passion or inspire action. It isn't the mindset that will ready you for this changing world. Don't just choose a city. Don't just choose a course. Choose to do university right. Choose UWE Bristol, not just another university.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the SGS Arena here in Bristol, where the Flyers lead on the night 49-40 against the Manchester Giants. However, they trail by 3 on aggregate so far. Marcus Evans leading the way for the Giants with 13 points. Mike Miller supporting with 12. Martavius McKnight leading Manchester with 13, who hold a slender aggregate lead going into this third period. It's still all to play for here on Flyers TV, exclusively on the BBL Player. John Hobbs joining you for the action as Artisan straight away for 3. Rogers rebounds. Evans going inside, and Marcus Evans will go to the foul line. Of course, action around the playoffs so far. It started, of course, on Thursday in the Northwest, where the Giants beat Bristol 91-79. And on Friday night, London Lions got an 85-69 win over the Cheshire Phoenix. Plymouth City Patriots lost out to the league champion Leicester Riders 86-71. And the Glasgow Rocks lost at home 83-76 to the Sheffield Sharks. All the remaining playoff second legs will take place tomorrow, and all games will be live and exclusive on the BBL Player. It's free to register. Download the app and get involved with the BBL Player today. Artisan. Armstrong looking for options. 5 to shoot. The extra pass to, blocked again by Rogers. On the follow was Artisan. 3 blocks now for Josh Rogers. Rafael Thomas Edwards. Evans dancing his way inside over McKnight. Here is McKnight. Only player in double figures so far for the Giants. Gets it back from Anderson. Armstrong. Olmph misses it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Flyers possession, leading by 11. And Flyers can take the lead on aggregate if they get a field goal. Here is Evans. Another strong start to the half, to the quarter, from the Flyers. Evans looking for options, finds it in Miller. Back to Evans for 3. Flyers up on aggregate. They're up 14, they're up 2. Over the 2 legs. The hosts back in the ascendancy. Armstrong! Oh, Evans thought he got the block instead. Referee called a foul. There was the 3 that put the Flyers in the ascendancy, and then in the very next play you see there, Evans thought he got the block, but instead a foul was called. As Armstrong will go to the foul line. 15 points, 13 assists in the first leg. Really controlled the Manchester Giants offense despite the poor shooting night. Actually was 4 for 12 from the field. However, did make up for that slightly, was 2 for 3 from downtown. As he makes the second. Game is tied on aggregate. Flyers lead by 12 on the night. Rogers. Miller. Thomas Edwards in the corner. That's short. Artisan with the rebound. Here is Armstrong. Artisan thought about the 3, instead will reset. Here is Armstrong driving to the hoop, goes Glass. That's 11 points now for Tariq Armstrong, second player in double figures for the Giants, and a turnover. Here come Manchester again. Inside to Artisan over Rogers, and a foul. Good spell of basketball this from the Manchester Giants. Artisan collecting the high pass and getting it over Rogers. That'll be 2 fouls on Josh Rogers. As Trajan Jacob prepares to check in for the hosts. And Mike Miller will take a seat, and as Gino Artisan will go to the foul line, a massive shout out to the Bristol Flyers under-16 girls team competing in the NBL Junior Final Fours. Unfortunately, they lost out to the Manchester Mystics 73-57, but a great effort from the girls to get to the Final Fours in Manchester. And on behalf of all the Bristol Flyers, congratulations on a great season for the juniors. Thomas Edwards. Jacob inside to Delpesh, muscling his way over Ulf, but short. Good defense there from David Ulf, very patient inside. Here is Armstrong. Twisting his turning, but instead resets. Artisan wants an isolation play over Rogers. Big rebound there from Martavius McKnight. Here is Armstrong. A long 3, it's in and out. Ulf with another rebound, and a good spell this for the Manchester Giants. Will Saunders on the bench just telling his guys to calm down. Don't let the emotions get the better of you. It's very important to, of course, play the game, not the occasion. And as the game goes here, emotions will run high as Samuels and Rogers will check out. Anderson finds Armstrong. Ulf looking for options, finds it in Artisan. Walker on him, Artisan with the floater. And the Giants have narrowed the gap to 5, but have stretched their lead on aggregate, and that is what counts. Delpesh. Walker, unfamiliar territory, but finds Jacob. Not unfamiliar territory for him, but He's off left, excuse me, with his three-point attempt. McKnight bumps Evans. Anderson looking for options. Finds it in McKnight. Goes at Evans off the glass. And Martavius McKnight will go to the foul line for the Manchester Giants. McKnight, a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line in this game. Shooting the ball, though, 33% from the field, so not the greatest shooting night for Martavius McKnight, who is a 38 or near 39% field goal shooter on the season. And he rattles in the first. McKnight, a 57% foul shooter for the season, so not the most heavily relied upon from the stripe. Goes around 3 to 4 times a game, makes them both. Miller, gap is 3. Walker from the foul line, and Flyers not in rhythm offensively so far. Giants taking advantage of this. And a chance to stretch their lead on aggregate to double figures. And a foul called straight away on Malcolm Delpeche. As you see on the replay, just getting his hand in there, as you can see, on Armstrong. And a timeout called by Coach Capoulas, a wise timeout from him, as the Flyers, who had a 3-point lead on aggregate, have had it pulled back, and now the Manchester Giants in the ascendancy. They lead by 9 on aggregate so far in this third quarter. Of course, all roads lead to the BBL playoff final at the O2 Arena in London on May 15th. So far, Manchester hold the advantage in this fixture, probably the hardest fixture of all the playoff games to call, it must be said. It usually is between 4th and 5th, and it's proving that way so far. As you see, Armstrong going strong to the hoop there. As said, the last 3 or 4 minutes of play here for Manchester have been so crucial, not just in this game, but in this series, in this aggregate series. And Bristol now have their backs to the wall. They need their fans more than ever if they want their season to stay alive. As said, a good start to the third period, but they've fallen off the rails a bit in the last 3 or 4 minutes. They've gone nearly 7 minutes since their last score. Armstrong misses the first. The decibels just going up just a little bit as Armstrong missed that foul shot. Misses them both. Respite for the Flyers, maybe. Still a lot of time to go. Here is Jacob. Jacob inside to Delpeche. And Jacob, who actually hasn't registered a field goal in this game, 0 for 5 from the field, however, has 2 assists, 5 rebounds. And a foul has been called as Coach Capoulas tells Marcus Evans to sit down as he was just about to remonstrate that call. As Zach Simmons and Josh Rogers check in, Rafael Thomas Edwards and Malcolm Delpeche will take a seat. And Jack Hudson into the game for the Giants. Tariq Armstrong will take a seat. Certainly been a back and forth encounter in this second leg, but it's all about the aggregate scoreline And even though Flyers have led for the majority, their biggest lead of the game was 14 points. Manchester have fought back and now lead again on aggregate. Flyers, though, lead by 4 on the night. Of course, the Flyers need to win by 13 points or more in order to advance to the semi-finals of the BBL playoffs. Simmons finds Miller, who needs to catch fire. So does Simmons, blocked at the rim by Anderson. Jamal Anderson with a rejection. McKnight looks to cap it off. But Miller rebounds. What a sequence that would have been for the Giants. A big defensive play at one end from Jamal Anderson. But they couldn't make good on the three-point attempt. Flyers by 3 on the night as Josh Steele checks in. Jamal Anderson will take a seat as you see the block there as Simmons was going to dunk. Here is Simmons. Miller. Jacob. 9 on the shot clock. Miller, a 3. Gets it to go over Hudson. Sort of a half-court press from the Flyers as Hudson has it. Here is Steele. A good mid-range jump shooter, but instead kicks it out to Artisan. 6 on the shot clock. Artisan, a 3. Artisan strings a 3. Big shot there for Gino Artisan. Miller off the glass. Two minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third. Flyers still have the lead. David Ulf travels with it. As Kingsley Nagboso will come back into the game for the Giants, David Ulf will take a seat. David Ulf, who hasn't scored in this game, however, has collected 3 rebounds. Jamal Anderson, 3 points away from a double-double. He's on 11 boards and 7 points. Jacob, still nearly stolen. Jacob has it back. Jacob, the extra pass. Rogers, the baseline 3. Oh, that needed to go in, but instead Nagbusu with the rebound. McKnight going glass and scores. Seems like the lead seems to stay at 3 points, either 3 or 5 points. It's a case of whatever you can do, I can do as well so far as Miller on the spin. Jacob, 7 to shoot. Miller off the glass, or nearly off the glass. Walker with the offensive rebound. Jacob keeps it alive. Jacob for 3, that's short. But the ball goes out of bounds, it will stay with the Flyers. Gino Artisan goes down on the floor. His own teammate Kingsley Nabusu ran into him, so inadvertent of course, but Jack Hudson, as you see on the replay, will be absolutely kicking himself at that. As Josh Rogers will take a seat, Rafael Thomas Edwards will come into the game. Of course, Giants doing all of this without talisman Dan Clark, who is out with a knee injury tonight. My goodness me, for the Giants, it'd be so good to have the GB captain, who averages 12.8 points a game, on the floor. However, he is missing with a knee injury, but Giants doing well without him. Even though they trail on the night, they are up on aggregate. .131 remaining in the third. Here is Walker. Walker has to put up something. Miller. It would have counted, but on the follow, I think that was Zach Simmons tipping it in. And that will count. Stolen by Miller. McKnight guilty of getting popped, and there on the follow was Mike Miller. Flyers by 7. The gap narrowed once more on aggregate. Steele finding some daylight, nearly lost the ball. In fact, there was a steal there. Thomas Edwards comes up with it. Bristol in transition. Walker off the glass, no good. On the follow, Thomas Edwards. 40 seconds remaining in the third. Strong finish from Flyers. McKnight. It is deafening here at SGS Arena. Good defense there, 2 to shoot. Hudson off the back iron. Simmons rebounds. Final 10 seconds of the third. Trajan Jacob is grimacing as he brought the ball up. Jacob going inside, good defense from Hudson. 7/10 of a second remaining of the third. I think it will stay with 7/10 of a second as well, as if that is the case, Flyers have to get a very quick shot off here. Trailing by 3 on aggregate, heading into the fourth. Walker, and time expires. Coach Kapoulas wanted a foul. Oh, and technical foul's been called. I think it's on Gino Artisan. Mike Miller will go to the foul line. It is on Gino Artisan, I think. Referees are just conferring. So a technical foul call on 14. Yeah, Gino Artisan. Oh, that's a big call. Only 3/10 of a second. Or actually, excuse me, 5/10 of a second left on the clock when that offense went up. So there's 2/10 left. And Mike Miller with a chance now to cut the deficit even further. That's a huge call, though. At such a crucial stage of the game. Mike Miller makes it. So 2/10 of a second left. And Flyers will keep the ball, leading by 10 points. About a minute ago, they were leading by 5. Giants were in control on aggregate, but the Flyers have fought back once again in this seesaw battle. That will count if it goes, but it hits the bottom of the backboard from Mike Miller. It is all to play for in this fourth quarter. Bristol Flyers 70, Manchester Giants 60. What a fourth quarter in prospect, as you see a big steal there from Miller, picking the pocket of Martavius McKnight. That started the spell from the Flyers, and then another stop, this time from Rafael Thomas Edwards. And in transition, Rafael Thomas Edwards collecting on the miss from Shane Walker. And this is what BBL playoff basketball is all about, folks. 1 quarter left in a defining moments in both of these teams' seasons, as you see the highlights of what has been an enthralling encounter here at SGS Arena. It's been loud, it's been raucous all night long. They love their basketball here on the Southwest in Bristol. And it's nights like this which further typifies why they love their basketball here in Bristol. And Manchester, as you see, this was the play that really started a strong spell for the Giants, which gave them a double-digit lead on aggregate, or gave them back their double-digit lead on aggregate. And this was a big block from Jamal Anderson, who met Zach Simmons at the rim. It is all to play for in Bristol. This is BBL playoff basketball at its best. Who will be the first team to advance to the semi-finals? Will it be the Flyers or will it be the Giants? 10 more minutes left. Of course, the remaining BBL quarterfinals will take place tomorrow as the Lions take on the Phoenix, Plymouth City Patriots take on the Leicester Riders, and the Glasgow Rocks face the Sheffield Sharks. Miller inside, Simmons off the glass. McKnight. McKnight's got a little bit of room off the screen from Anderson, and all net for him. Miller looking for options. Goes away from the screen from Simmons, goes it alone, too short, but he gets his own rebound. Thomas Edwards thought about the three, goes over Steele instead and airballs it. And a foul, or excuse me, that went out of bounds, and it will be a Giants possession. Flyers by 10. Giants by 2 on aggregate. McKnight currently on 21 points. Anderson. Steele. Shot clock down to 5. Steele goes all the way, banks it home, and a foul. Beautiful use of space there from Josh Steele. Going across Mike Miller, finding a bit of room, and he'll go to the line for the extra one as Marcus Evans and Josh Rogers will check in. Shane Walker and Mike Miller will take a seat. Josh Steele now with 8 points. And the Manchester Giants now 16 of 18 from the foul line tonight, so they've been very efficient, shooting around 90%, as have the Flyers, who are 14 of 18. Simmons bumping his way inside, and a foul. Zach Simmons with the floater. It's a case of anything you could do, I could do better. And the Flyers lead by 9 on the night. As David Ulf will come back in, Jamal Anderson will take a seat. And Jamal Anderson still looking for that double-double, 7 points, 11 rebounds for the former Leicester Riders man. Two minutes, or just over 2 minutes played in the fourth. Steele. Saunders on the catch and shoot. Big rebound from Ulf. Beautiful play from David Ulf, and that's his first field goal of the evening. 2 points now to go with 4 boards. Evans. Simmons, nearly stolen by McKnight, but Simmons collects. Simmons with the floater over Saunders. Armstrong gets it back, putting the Jets on Thomas Edwards. Good defense from Rafael Thomas Edwards. And Tariq Armstrong wanted a foul, but Thomas Edwards, who let Armstrong know about that as well, will just have to get ready for the next possession. Here is Steele. Steele just on the elbow, and he strings it. Oh, and a steal there. Good play from Armstrong, and a foul. No, is it a foul? It is. Trajan Jacob just a little bit lazy with the ball. Wasn't expecting the defense there to go so quickly. And what a sequence of play that is for the Giants. Martavius McKnight goes to the line. Marcus Evans will take a seat. Mike Miller will check in. McKnight now on 23 points. And that's the 10th turnover now for the Flyers in this game. Manchester with 12 of their own. But a big possession in this fourth quarter. Giants have only scored 6 points from those 10 turnovers for the Flyers. Here is Rogers. Rogers picks up his dribble, needs to find someone. Here's Miller. Miller going, and Ulf. Scramble under the basket. David Ulf, I think, comes up with it, and Will Saunders has it, and a foul called on Trajan Jacob. .6:47 remaining. Giants trail by 5, but lead on aggregate overall. Here is McKnight. McKnight. And Josh Steele couldn't collect it, asking a little too much of Josh Steele. And Flyers get the ball back. Miller. Flyers really need a score. And a foul called inside. And that's on David Ulf. And 6:22 remaining. That's just the second team foul for the Giants. Flyers with 4. But the Flyers really need a score here. The Giants on a 5-0 run in this fourth period so far. Nearly 2 minutes without a score for the Flyers. Here is Simmons. Simmons again asking too much, this time of Josh Rogers, and Giants get the ball back. Saunders. Giants just slowing it down a little bit. Here is Armstrong. Armstrong, Saunders in the corner, short. Jacob rebounds. It's 3-on-3. Jacob loses the ball. And it's going to be a Giants ball. As Trajan Jacob just a little bit too quick in transition. The ball came off his knee and went out of bounds. As said, over 2 minutes now since the Flyers last registered a point on the board. It's been even longer for the Giants, actually, as Armstrong continues the drought for both teams with a miss 2. Miller. Simmons. Backing down Ulf. Simmons going glass, misses everything, and a foul has been called. And the foul will be on Josh Steele, as Gino Artisan will come back into the game. Josh Steele, now on 3 fouls, will take a seat. It's nervy times for these Bristol Flyers fans, but Flyers have been in these sort of situations before. They just need a score. Both teams not registering a field goal in over 3 minutes now. 5 to shoot. Miller, a 3. Gets it to go! Big shot for the Flyers, who lead by 8, but trail by 4 on aggregate. McKnight misses the layup. Too much English on it. Miller driving, uses his footwork to create some space and scores. Timeout, Lloyd Gardner. And once again, the Flyers lead by double figures, but they trail by 2 on aggregate as the Flyers fans rise to their feet. .438 remaining, as we see Mike Miller inside to Zach Simmons. It's been a cold few minutes for both teams until that 3 went in from Miller. As you saw the score there, this was the drought breaker as Miller put in the 3. That ended over a 3-minute drought where neither team registered a field goal. And that started a mini run from the Flyers. It's a 5-0 run from Bristol before Lloyd Gardner called that timeout. 4:38 remaining. Flyers by 10, but they trail by 2 on aggregate. A grandstand finish expected here in this back and forth tug of war between the two teams. Miller picks up Armstrong. Here is Artisan. Saunders. Back to Armstrong. 8 to shoot. Anderson. Shot clock winding down. They've got to put up something. McKnight puts up a 2. No good. Artisan on the follow. And Artisan at the other end deflects the ball out of bounds, and it will stay with the Flyers. Coach Kapoulas just wants his guys to slow it down. Still a lot of time left, 4:05 remaining. Rogers. Jacob inside to Simmons. Good defense there from Anderson, who knocks the ball out of bounds. Still 13 left on the shot clock, so a lot of time for the Flyers to get an offense going. Miller. Miller dancing his way inside. And a bit too out of control with his attempt, but it will stay with the Flyers with 4 to shoot. As Mike Miller stayed on the floor for a brief period, but found 2 teammates to pick him up to continue the battle. As referees just want Mike Miller to be in the right area as he collects the ball to start play again. 4 on the shot clock for the Flyers. Rogers, Thomas Edwards, Short with his three, his feet weren't really set. And the Giants have it again. Saunders. Saunders, it came off his feet. I think a foul has been called on Rafael Thomas Edwards. And that's a big foul. That's Rafael Thomas Edwards' fourth foul with 3:35 remaining. One more foul and the Flyers will be in the penalty. Giants still with fouls to give. McKnight pulls up a 2. Flyers by 6. However, the Giants lead on aggregate. Miller backing down Armstrong, turning his way inside. Simmons collects the loose ball, and Simmons puts it in. Flyers by 8, they trail by 4 on aggregate. Big possession now for both teams. McKnight on the spin, scores. Martavius McKnight with a big play. Miller straight away for 3. Big score for Mike Miller. He was feeling it, no doubt about it. Flyers trail by 3 on aggregate. Blocked by Simmons. Huge play. Jacob has it. Jacob stolen by McKnight. And McKnight with the easy finish in transition. What a sequence that was. Simmons. An offensive foul called. Simmons with the push off. All 3 Bristol coaches urging the team not to get carried away as Malcolm Delpesh will check in. And Trajan Jacob will take a seat. So extra height for the Flyers. Bristol with a lot of 3-point firepower on the floor right now, but so do the Giants. McKnight off the back iron, big rebound from Rafael Thomas Edwards. Miller, a little bit of room for 3. The gap is 2 on aggregate. Armstrong, dazzling, dancing, misses the layup. Miller rebounds. Miller, offensive foul called on Simmons. Back-to-back offensive fouls for Zach Simmons in very quick succession. 1:06 remaining. Timeout called by Andreas Kapoulas. How's your heart rate at home? Because it's going to get real nervy in these last minute and 6 seconds. Each offense is going to be huge now. And this is where the tactical battle between Coach Kapoulas and Coach Gardner really comes into it, as you see Miller with a big 3 there. Giants, though, hitting back, or excuse me, that was the block from Simmons. Giants, though, did hit back. Here was the 3 from Miller as the SGS Arena erupted when that dropped. As mentioned, this is BBL basketball at its very best. This is playoff basketball at its best. And this is the advert you want to see for British basketball, as both teams come onto the floor 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Flyers in the penalty. Giants still have 2 fouls to give. Big possessions for both teams. Here is McKnight. Artisan. 9 to shoot. McKnight. Mismatch there with Del Pesh. Shot clock winding down. Stolen by Simmons. Inside to Del Pesh for the finish. Game is tied on aggregate. 35 seconds left. Lloyd Gardner doesn't want to call the timeout. Armstrong. The floater is off. And the Flyers come up with it. Miller has it. Shot clock turned off. It comes down to this. Simmons fouled. Giants, though, have fouls to give, so Flyers will get the ball back. 8.4 remaining. Flyers by 12. Game is tied on aggregate. That's a 5th foul as well. I believe on Gino Artisan, or is it on, I think it might even be on Jamal Anderson. Either way, 8.4 seconds remaining in this thrilling tug of war. One spell has gone to the Giants, the next spell goes to the Flyers. Even the security guards are getting on board for the Flyers. Everyone on their feet. Trust this to be the game that Bristol Head of Communications Joel Osborne will miss. As he is doing the social media for tonight. Such a hard-working guy, Joel Osborne. One of the hardest-working people in the British Basketball League, travelling all around the country for the Flyers. But even he has a sweat on right now. 8.4 remaining. Flyers possession. Crowd on their feet. Thomas Edwards has it. Inside it goes to Miller. Miller puts it in! Timeout, Lloyd Gardner, 6.2 seconds remaining. Flyers lead by 2 on aggregate. A huge shot from Mike Miller, all string. Lloyd Gardner drawing up a play. 6.2 seconds remaining. The SGS Arena has come unglued. It is deafening in here. The game night MC to our right is going absolutely ballistic. Do you blame him? However, there's still a lot of time. .2 seconds remaining. Armstrong will take the ball in probably one of the biggest possessions in the Manchester Giants' season to force overtime or break the hearts with a win. Armstrong all the way, blocked by Delpesh. They still have it, that's it. Bristol win, a huge win. Malcolm Delpesh with perhaps the biggest block of his career. And the Bristol Flyers advance. Oh, what a classic. There was the block. What a classic as the Giants shake hands with the Flyers. Malcolm Delpesh being congratulated by his teammates. Mike Miller with the game-winning basket. Malcolm Delpesh with the game-winning rejection. And the Bristol Flyers win 94-80 on the night, and they win by 2 points on aggregate to advance to the BBL playoff semi-finals, and they edge one step closer to the playoff final at the O2 Arena in London on May 15th. Mike Miller with 33 points and 5 rebounds, 4 steals, leading all scorers for the Flyers. Marcus Evans with 20 points on 7 for 10 shooting. The Flyers shot 52% from the field. And the Giants, a fantastic season for them where they reached the BBL Cup final, and their first playoff appearance since 2014 ends with Martavius McKnight leading the way for them with 30 points. As you see, some huge possessions to end this game. There was the game-winning play on the offensive end from Mike Miller. And in the big possession in the last 10 seconds, Anderson passing it out to Armstrong, who thought he had a clear look to the basket, but Malcolm Delpesh met him at the rim and said, not this time. And as a result, the Flyers fans rejoiced, and the Bristol Flyers advance in a thriller 94-80 against the Manchester Giants. Thank you everyone for joining us here on Flyers TV. And there is what it's all about for Bristol Flyers fans. If you check the Bristol Flyers website, check all their social media pages for when you can get tickets for the home leg of the BBL playoff semi-finals. We look forward to welcoming you to the SGS Arena. But for now, I've been John Hobbs. Thank you so much for joining us on Flyers TV. Good evening, everybody.